Honorable Akenge, the publisher of Environment Outreach Magazine, a fellow of the Nigerian Environmental Society, and former National Secretary of the body, the Society, which is the largest professional environmental body in Nigeria today. I publish the Environment Outreach Magazine as the leading environmental publication of news magazine in Nigeria today. The magazine was presented to the reading public in November 2008, and by 2010 we launched, in line with our mission and vision, we launched a public lecture series to ensure that we spread the gospel of the environment to all nooks and crannies of the country. So far, the lectures I've held in Port Harcourt, in Abuja, in Warri, in Lagos, in Calabar, in Benin, in Kaduna, and so on. And then this is the 13th of the series of lectures we've been taking around the country. This theme had to do with the blue economy sector because of our concerns for the destruction of our natural ocean resources and our water bodies. And because of the vision of Mr. President in creating that ministry, the Marine and Blue Economy Ministry, we thought we should start early to key into that vision of establishing the ministry and see how we can partner with the ministry to ensure that the message of the blue economy, which is the core, which is at the core of protecting our ocean and other water bodies, is taken to all nooks and crannies of the country too. That is why our theme this year was on the blue economy and how it affects the environment and national development. Well, the country has adopted, or I think at this moment we are talking of energy transition, from fossil fuels to renewable energy, in terms of solar energy, in terms of wind energy, nuclear energy, and other forms of energy that are more friendly to the environment. No one can say for sure which one is the best, but depending on the country and the circumstances where you find yourself, you can adopt the best form of energy in your own transition. But in Nigeria, gas as a form of energy, and then solar has been, the use of solar in our transition program has been on the rise. So I think solar energy today forms one of the key elements of our energy transition plan. And of course, the movement from fossil fuel to gas has also been pursued vigorously by the government. So it's not in my place to say which one is best, but as much as possible, if we meet the energy transition plan that we have launched out in the country, I think that will be best for the country. The magazine is a medium for spreading the gospel of the environment in all fields of environmental protection, degradation, and all that, and then to also create awareness through ensuring that the magazine spread to all parts of the country. We have been collaborating with government institutions and private agencies in order to meet our objectives. And just last year, 3 years ago, in 2020, the magazine organized the annual lecture in Kaduna, where our focus was on renewable energy and how we can use renewable energy to fight desertification. So we are doing our bit. We've gotten the eminent speakers to ensure that the message is sunk very deep into the body politic of our country. And I think the response has been overwhelming from what we get from the field. I think our message has been hitting the right chord. So we want to thank God that renewable energy tour that has been one of our focal points has been sent across all parts of the country through our public lecture. I can speak for Nigeria. Most of the things when it comes on comparative basis, we may not always get it right because the climes are different, the circumstances and the environment under which we operate are different. For Nigeria, the government at all levels are doing their bit. The federal government is doing its bit. The other states, the subnationals too, are doing their bit in pursuing issues concerning the environment. We have environmental protection agencies in most of the states in the country. And of course, at the national level, and the ministries too, of course. And at the national level, we also have the Ministry of Environment as the superintendent ministry of all the other component agencies under the ministry, like NOSRA, NESRA, and so on, the National Park Service. So the government is doing its bit, but the government cannot do it alone. Environment is something that has to be bottoms up. Must start from the grassroots and go up to the level of government and the federation as a whole. Because if you do not educate them at the lower levels, you will discover that it's so difficult fighting environmental issues or trying to protect the environment. People at the local level must cooperate with government. So government must work with the local people, work with the media, work with all sectors, NGOs, civil society, in dealing with environmental problems. Otherwise, it's a huge task for government alone. So our experience has shown that government alone cannot do it. The government needs to partner with organizations like ours, with NGOs and other civil society groups, and even we call them faith-based organizations, to ensure that people are properly educated and informed and enlightened on issues concerning the environment. In dealing with environment issues, one thing that we must understand is that if the people don't understand the issues, it will be difficult to fight environmental issues generally. And in our curriculum, in the curriculum of our universities and schools, from the basic primary school, what they call it, primary school, secondary and all that, we must entrench nature study, we must entrench environmental studies, things that will make the children from very young ages understand what the environment is. If the children are given the right information, they will grow up with it and the society will be better for it. But if they don't understand and they grow older, it is difficult at that point to now begin to inject environmental ethics into them. So what we want to encourage government to do, and from our experience we know that if they don't introduce environmental education early to our children, our pupils and all strata of our educational system, I think the fight will be very difficult. Today you can see the crude ways we dispose our waste. For instance, if you are riding in a vehicle on the highway, somebody will throw out a single-use plastic or throw out banana peels, they throw out all sorts of things from the windows of moving vehicles. Our roads are indeed not dustbins, but that is what it has been, because people don't understand the implications of doing this. So many things are there for us to educate people on. And then because of everybody coming together to do that and agree that some of the things we do are inimical to the environment, it will be difficult to fight it.